Hey, you're back. I'm so glad that you came back again. Listen, I was just pulling out a fun story from my small bookcase here. I'll give you a little peek. I'm in a different room today. In our family, there's going to be a new baby in August, so in the summertime. And we are going to change this room up here in our attic to a baby's playroom. So I'll just kind of give you, and there's some toys right over there that we're going to put out for the new baby. And this baby is not going to live at our house. This baby is a family member's new baby coming in the summer, and it is going to be a baby boy. So we are all excited here to welcome baby M. We think his name might be Michael. Do you know anybody named Michael? Oh, good. Okay. It's one of my favorite boy names. So today I thought I'd read a story called How Rocket Learned to Read. Do you know how to read yet? Awesome. Well, I'm very proud of you if you do know how to read already. And I'm very proud of you if you are starting to learn your letters. And if you're not quite there yet, you're going to get there. Because once you know your letters and you know the sounds that those letters make, and then you can put them all together, guess what? Then you are going to be able to read. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it really is. Okay, so I thought maybe we would go into the next room, the comfy room, that I have been reading to you in, and read this story about how Rocket learned to read. Okay? Good. So follow me. We're going to go in here to this room, and here we are in the cozy room. And here's the chair I sometimes read on. And this is the chair I'm going to read on today, the stool I'm going to read on today. Let me put you down. Let's see. I think I'm going to move you over this way so you can see. And I think I might even flip you over. Oh, how much better is that? Now you can see me and the book. How's that? Awesome. Okay, this is called How Rocket Learned to Read by Tad Hills. He looks like he is the author and the illustrator. Do you remember what we said the author did? Right. The author is the one that writes all these words. Now, do you remember what we said the illustrator did? Right. The illustrator is the one that draws all the pictures. Okay, so here we go. Let's go meet Rocket. How Rocket Learned to Read. Move you so everybody can, let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Rocket loved to play. He loved to chase leaves and chew sticks. He loved to listen to the birds sing. What kind of an animal is Rocket? He is a puppy dog. I have a puppy dog at my house. Do you have a puppy dog at your house? Cool. Okay, so every fall morning After chasing leaves, Rocket would lie down in his favorite spot under his favorite tree, and there he'd sniff the neighborhood smells and settle in for a good nap. But one day, a little yellow bird startled Rocket. "Aha! My first student! Wonderful!" she sang. Rocket was confused. "Student? I'm not a..." "But if I am your teacher," the bird interrupted, "then you must be my student." Rocket found it hard to argue with this bird. "I am so glad you saw my sign," the bird chirped. "Oh yes, I can see it," Rocket said, "but I don't know how to read." You see the sign right here? Can't read? Fantastic! She waved a wing. "Welcome to my classroom." "But I just came here to nap," Rocket said. No, no, no. There will be no napping in class," declared the bird. "Except, of course, during nap time." "Well then, I can take a nap over here," Rocket said. "I've had a very busy morning." "Not to worry. I'll be around every day," chirped the bird, "until the weather turns. Here's the sign, and do you know what the sign says?" Right, it says class starts today. As Rocket breathed in the crisp air, the little yellow bird hung her banner. Right there. "Ah, the wondrous, mighty, gorgeous alphabet," she marveled, "where it all begins." Do you all know the alphabet? Would you like to sing it with me? Oh, good. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Good job, everybody. Do you see Rocket anywhere on this page? That's right. He's right there, hiding behind a bush. I bet he's taking a nap. Let's find out. Opening up a book, the bird began to read. She sang out the story of an unlucky dog named Buster who'd lost his favorite bone. A cool breeze carried her lively voice across the yard. And at first, Rocket was disturbed. He doesn't look too happy about hearing the story. But before long, he found himself captivated. To Rocket, the story was as delicious as the earthy smells of fall. It was as exciting as chasing leaves. He closed his eyes and listened to every word. As Buster dug and dug under the lilac bush, the bird read, he felt something familiar. Rocket waited. Was it the bone? He wondered. Silence. Was it the bone? He called to the bird. More silence. Was it the bone? Rocket hollered. Suddenly he was rushing to the tree. Well, was it? But the little yellow bird was gone. Wonder where he went. Let's find out. The next morning, Rocket arrived early. At last, the little yellow bird appeared. Hello! How wonderful to see you in class, she chirped. I can tell by your waggy tail that you are well rested. I'd like to hear the end of the story, please, said Rocket. That seems like a fine way to start the day, chirped the bird. She gave Rocket a name tag and began to read. And what does it say on her sign today? It says, word of the day is D-O-G, which spells dog. And do you see Rocket's name tag? R-O-C-K-E-T. Rocket. Do you ever wear a name tag when you go to school? Awesome. Every day, Rocket returned to the little yellow bird's classroom. In the morning, the bird taught him a new letter until he had learned all the wondrous, mighty, gorgeous alphabet. Together, they sang out the sounds that each letter makes and spelled the sounds they heard around them. With a G and many R's, they spelled Mr. Barker's growl. So when we put these sounds of these letters together, G, grr, they sound like Mr. Barker's growl. Well, let me show you the rest of the pictures before I turn that page. He was learning B, and he was learning L in the leaves, and he was learning W for a worm in the little bird's mouth. And they spelled the sound of the wind, which was growing colder by the day. Whoosh. Soon they were spelling words like F-A-L-L, fall, for the gusty name of the year, or the gusty time of the year, and R-E-D, red, for the color of the leaves. And each afternoon the bird read a story. She read stories about dogs and birds, and she read about leaves changing colors and about birds flying south for the winter. Then one day, the weather turned and the letter banner disappeared. Uh-oh. See you again in the glorious spring, the bird sang. And as she flew into the wintry sky, she called, don't forget, words are built one letter at a time. Can you remember that? Words are built one letter at a time. Oh, I bet you can. So the days grew shorter and the leaves fell from the trees. The grass became crunchy, and soon Rocket's classroom disappeared under the snow. He remembered the little yellow bird's alphabet and practiced his letters. Look, he practiced A, B, C in the snow. Rocket thought about the bird's sweet chirp while he sounded out words like D-I-G, dig, dig, and wind, wind, and old, cold. He made new friends and spelled their names. Hello, E-M-M-A-M. Hi there, F-R-E-D, Fred. He spelled everything. S-U-N, sun. M-E-L-T, melt, melt. When Rocket spelled M-U-D, mud, mud, he knew that spring, as it always does, had returned. The breeze blew warmer, the grass grew greener, and a sign appeared. Do you see that sign? Do you know what it says? It says, class starts tomorrow. Early the next morning, Rocket rushed to his classroom. As he waited, he spelled W-A-G, wag, wag, which is what his tail was doing. Soon the little yellow bird arrived. Aha! My star student, she sang. How wonderful to see you. I can tell by your waggy tail that you are ready for class. And do you know what the sign says today? It says, welcome back, Rocket. Then together they began to read. They read stories about birds flying north in the spring. They read about picnics in the warm sun. And they read about Buster, the lucky dog who found his bone under the lilac bush. And when they were done, they read it again, and again, and again. Well, that was the end of that story. What did you think? Was that a fun one? I liked it too. How Rocket Learned to Read. So today I thought, if you'd like to do a little fun art project after this story, you could grab yourself a piece of paper, any piece of paper. Just ask mom or dad or the adult in charge if you can have paper, and maybe some markers or crayons or whatever you have handy. And maybe you can pick your very favorite letter. Or maybe you could pick a bunch of your favorite letters and see if you can make words with them. I decided I would pick my favorite letter and maybe decorate it. And I'm going to show you my favorite letter. This is my favorite letter. This is letter Z. Might look backwards to you because of the way this is filmed. So sorry about that. But Z is for my pup Zoe. So I thought maybe I just go off and make it fancy and decorate it with all kinds of colors and squiggles and shapes of all different sizes. So here's the way I'm starting, like this. I'm doing it quickly so that I can show you what you might want to do if you choose to create your own fun, creative, favorite letter. So here's mine for right now. I just did mine really quick quickly, and I did a lot of different squiggles and different colors in it, and Z from my pup Zoe. So that's what you can do today after you finish this video. And don't forget, ask mom and dad or the adult in charge if you can have paper and crayons or pencils or markers or even paint if you want. So I was really glad to see you today, and I hope you enjoyed the story of Rocket. And I will see you again next week, most likely Monday. Today is Friday, and then we have the weekend. So you can enjoy some time with your family over the weekend, and I'll see you back on Monday, and maybe, just maybe, I might have another book about Rocket, a different one. So you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.